Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Hey, 57, 57. Check flag 33, check flag 33.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
36 to Mike. Danny. Mike, 36.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not that time for Watkins. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Hey, we gotta snap it.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Let's go.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
Switch. Watch the motion. Let him go.
They'll try the right side with Jones. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
He's checking crap.
A gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9.
I got this.
At the 35-yard line.
Alert 3. 36. Check. Hot route. Hot. Slam. Tighten up. Switch. Line him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Texans 7, Chiefs nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Attack! Bravo!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Hey, alert 3. Watch the ship.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You think you're gonna get this? Smoke. You think you're gonna get this?
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Faking the give. Now Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, it's Watson. Finds his tight end Ingram. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line.
First down.
Motion, 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 9. Check. Out. 3-6. Undercrush. No, let's go.
On first down, Watson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing now is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow. 29 is the Mike 29.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. The Jets have scored again, so they open up a 2-touchdown advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker at the bottom of your screen for other updates around the NFL here in Week 6. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 12, Watson and Stills bringing it in. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A huge play there for Houston. 49 yards. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here's Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The sack comes from Anthony Hitchens. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And that is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
36 to my right.
Working from the gun, Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
And that play was what every defense is wary of. The big strike attempted downfield, but they were in excellent position. They didn't get fooled, and while he didn't come up with the interception, was able to bat the ball down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. He was looking that time for Stills.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete. Stills. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Watch his left. Watch his left. 24. Check three.
2 points down, he's coming.
Watson. Flushed out right. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds his man Johnson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And this one will be brought back to the 22. He was looking for Watkins that time. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 1 back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Now Watson, buying time to his left. He's going to fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this will get out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough.
Rush in. Check. Jump.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll run it with Jones. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Ronald Jones with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Pick up the ball. Hero 15. Check 91 is the mic.
Mahomes now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Yellow. All day, just like that. Just like that. Slip 57.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary.
Watch twist.
Attack! 15.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth.
Watch QB drop.
15.
Check Mike 33. All day, punt. Mike check 33.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this Texans defense stands tall.
Everyone gears up for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on it.
And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen. As the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. And the Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of fun to watch in the pocket, but when he's forced out of the pocket like that, he can make those big plays downfield.
Almost a bad thing when you're pass rushing and you force a Deshaun Watson out of the pocket. He creates extra time. He has the poise to keep his eyes downfield and locate receivers, and it turns into a little bit of a scramble drill for the defensive backs. Where is everyone? And Deshaun Watson finds his target for a big, big play.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown.
It's caught inside the 25. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Check safety, check safety.
24. 29.
Crunch time, defense. Check 37, check 37.
26.
The final shot before the break. Watson flush to his right. He'll try and run it. Finding room inside the 40. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw again on second down. Watson, and the catch made by Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Adam Thielen, 62 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. They're going to keep it on the ground. And they're just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Yellow. Yellow. Right side. Hey, yellow. Hey, go going. Come back. 58.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Mahomes going to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Here's Watson, escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot right away for the... And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike, 36. Michael, 6. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
It's now 3rd down.
Mike, 36. Mike, 36.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe
blitz coming, and down he goes. Anthony Hitchens picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Watson now to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guy?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in the game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at about the 31. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Stills the intended target. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw it in
and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Davian Williams, his third touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 5 now. Watson got his man. It's Eifert. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2.
I got him. 56. Check 56.
To throw is Watson. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they are 3 for 3 on 2-point conversions as he is into the end zone for the score. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
Throwing again on second down. Mahomes nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Mahomes throwing on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
19.
56. Night, sweetheart.
On first down, Watson shedding the tackle, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he's in. It's a Houston Texans touchdown. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Ooh, a little cruel here. They're going to go for the onside kick up big. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right?
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Gary and Conley. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
54.
Check 56.
Hey, 59.
Throwing again is Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
On first down, it's Williams. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On play action, it's Mahomes. Looking for the ends. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now. And the Chiefs take advantage of the turnover and put up 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes now to throw. And this is caught, so they do get the 2. Still a very large deficit, but maybe something to feel a little better about. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's going to take a shot right, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the ball.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. 3 down, 3 down. Switch, switch, switch. He's crashing.
On the toss, here's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Complementing at his 48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at their 48-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. Attack, attack.
From just shy of midfield, Mahomes. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Check 91. 91 is the Mike. Mike 91. All day. All day.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. It's a foot race. He's at the 30. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 83 yards. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
That's 7. Let's go. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. That's a run. Hey, they're running it.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Watson. Jones has it. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Brings up second and 2 at the 40-yard
line. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. They run it again with Williams. And some space here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one good for 26 and a first down. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. On second down, Williams. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Well, I do have one word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch, still trying to put something on the board, even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us. Pulled pork, bacon. They get the conversion. And, Charles, when you only have 2 yards to go, what do you think of the toss play? Because initially it kind of sets you back a little bit.
It does, especially if you get a lot of pressure coming towards you. But if you can get to the edge, if you seal the edge with your blocking, often your tackle or your tight end on what they call the play side where the ball goes, you can get to the corner, and that allows those big guys to get out ahead of the runner.
We're set. 19.
Check 56. Ricky.
24.
SOS.
59.
And Watson's going to throw it here. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Hey, 4 43, 43, 15.
29 is Mike. Mike, 29. Come on.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Target. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense.
Yellow.
Mike, 36. Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Now another timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a desperate, and it'll be intercepted. Rashard Robinson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We you know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Check. Out. Underground.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there.